everyone, this is Xinmeng from CGTN Digital, and with me is also a CGTN reporter, Chengxi.
Hi there.
Hi. So today is the fourth day of the CIIE, China International Import Expo, and we are here at the Consumer Electronics and Appliances Pavilion to tour around a little bit.
Yeah. Now this might look very posh. This is a Maserati car.
Yeah.
To be clear, we don't own this car, but there's something cool in this car. It's using the latest technology from Samsung, which is one of the major exhibitor at this pavilion.
Yeah, so we are now at the Samsung booth here in this pavilion. Yeah.
We are today to check out some of the coolest stuff that is being displayed.
The latest features
at the booth. Let's start from this car. Let's start from a high note.
Yes.
But before we continue, let's acknowledge that today is the Chinese Journalist Day.
Well, happy Journalist Day.
Happy Journalist Day to you.
To us.
Every November the 8th is the Journalist Day, and today, as part of our reward, we get to sit in the Maserati car. See how posh this is. So
that's a privilege.
So now, let's get into the high-tech aspects of this car. You can see, first of all, it's all screen display. This seems to be where car technology is taking us these days. It's a big screen in front of us.
Yeah,
every
so
control.
All these screens, this one, the big one, and this one here, and also this one, the curved one, are all from Samsung.
Even the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
It's not a mirror per se. It is a virtual image from a camera at the back, I guess.
Yeah, I think because we can see there's no mirror here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That
so
is right.
This is reflecting in this one.
Yeah.
So where do we start?
Okay, let's see what it can do. So it has, I guess, a very smart robot in it. I mean, Apple has Siri. And we've also got things like Alexa, and Samsung has its equivalent called Bixby.
Bixby.
Yeah. So it can play all the, it can do all the usual tasks. Play music.
Wow.
And you can actually adjust the volume here using a touch screen. Play and pause. Volume down. Okay, how do I turn it down? Okay, turning down the volume. Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, the audio is nice, and you can control everything using this very electronic interface. So a smart system in car is actually replacing a lot of buttons that we use today. It is basically all screen. It seems to be where car technologies is going these days.
Yeah, I heard this can also control your appliances at home remotely. So
yeah, if you're going home, it has a display.
GPS there. Here.
If you're going home, you can just push this button. And at your home, if you're connected to your Samsung vacuum cleaner or your air conditioner, they all turn on before you even go home. And when you hit home, you can enjoy the comfort of your home and the cleanliness that was done probably an hour before you arrive home.
我想问一下您 so that's our special guest there from Samsung. 如果这样子那个显示屏这么高的话，会不会挡视线啊？有没有办法？
对，这样的话会挡视线。我们有一个语音控制功能，就是可以把我们有一个语音功能 Bixby， 就是可以把屏幕降下来。您可以试一下 Bixby 的功能，点击一下，然后说一下 Close Display， 就可以把屏幕关下来。
So you hit Bixby and tell it to close display.
Yeah, because this is a sports car, we're sitting quite low, so this actually blocks our sight. We can actually lower the display. Close display. It's reading everything I said.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Let me try again. Close display.
Wow. That's
cool.
smart.
Now you can drive safely.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you say? Let's check out some other stuff that Samsung is displaying.
Sure, yeah.
Right. Let's
I really
end
don't want to get out of this
end
car.
our fantasy here. Let's get out of this car.
Wow. Okay, so this is Samsung booth. Let's start from this way.
Right, let us check out what other stuff that Samsung is displaying. Now, Samsung is a very big home appliance maker. They've got everything from washing machines to TV displays, and as you know, they're a very big smartphone maker. They're showing off their latest smartphone here. It seems that
4 cameras here.
The more cameras you have, the higher end your cell phone is these days. Probably, it has 4 cameras.
Is this the latest? 这个是最新的产品吗？
Galaxy A9s.
Okay, they just launched this A9s last month.
Last month.
Yeah, I suppose to take very good photos. Right, let's test out the photo function here. The camera is called Redica camera.
您需要帮忙吗？
你可以演示一下这个相机的功能。
OK， 好，没有关系。现在呢，我们打开相机，我们看到，因为这个手机呢，它后面有4个摄像头。第一个摄像头呢是广角、长焦、高像素以及背景虚化的功能，所以我们来试一下吧。我们先看一下，这个是我们常规相机能看到的这样一个画面。但如果我想拍的更多的话，直接点击下面这个图标，就可以将整个画面增大。这个是我们120度广角的这样一个摄像头。
It's a very wide camera angle, about 120 degrees. The 4 cameras at the back actually takes different functions. There's a wide angle lens, there's telephoto lens, there's a high resolution lens, probably.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? A high resolution lens, and there is a 第4个是什么呢？
Okay, if you want to see something more,
Yeah.
and press here. Okay.
Okay, this is telephoto.
Yes. Zoom.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
zoom lens.
Yes. Optic zoom, and it's very clear. This is first camera,
Okay.
and second is to first camera big angle,
Yeah.
and
Wide angle.
it's double optic zoom.
Okay.
Then you can also do like this. You can see.
Right. Yeah, it's all about blurring the background now.
Yes.
It works quite differently from regular cameras. Regular cameras are blurred black backgrounds through very optical blurring, but cell phones these days can blur the background using computer calculations.
All right.
That's thanks to the fast CPU that this cell phone equips.
A CPU?
Yeah.
Yes, Snapdragon.
Because it just calculate the image and see and guess what is in the foreground and background, and can automatically blur it, right?
Yes, and you also can take selfie.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, take selfie. I'm
And-
looking prettier than I actually am.
Oh.
How does it look?
Oh.
I'm looking.
So cool.
Yeah, I'm looking wider than I actually am. So okay, if you're big on selfies, right? This is something to consider.
Yes, and
You
now
want to
you
leave
can.
it here? And just leave it here.
I'm leaving it there for other people to see.
Also,
Right,
this
they
wall
also-
looks amazing.
This wall over there also shows what their version of Animoji is. They've also got something pretty similar to Apple's Animoji.
And so, can you tell us a little bit about this?
这是怎么用的？
好，现在我们打开我们的萌拍的一个功能。
它这个是一个什么功能啊？
我们这是一个动态萌拍的功能，然后我们手机打开的 APP 是连在我们大屏幕上的，然后所以说正常的话，手机打开我们的一个相机功能，然后就有一个萌拍的一个选择，我们就可以去选择。好，那我们哪位来试一下？来，微笑就可以。
Okay. So keep going. 选这里的吗？就是选发型。
You want glasses? No.
Do I want glasses? Nah.
No.
Okay, so purple.
And then this would be your Samsung avatar.
Samsung Avatar. I'm gonna leave it here on the wall too.
Yeah. Can we?
我们这可以留在墙上吗？ Where should I leave?
Just sign your name? Yeah, okay.
CGTN Okay.
然后它会记录我们的一个过程。
Where will it be?
Is it on the wall now?
好的，我们可以说一下名字，英文名字就可以。
Okay, so
如果输入邮箱地址的话，我们会随后发到你的邮箱。
这个可以跳过吗？
可以的。
So Samsung has been a very major contender in the Chinese market for consumer appliances and smart devices like smartphones. So now we can see CGTN at CIIE. So stay tuned for more of our reports throughout the entire event.
Well, that's really
Right,
cool.
can we check out some other things that's cool? We've got washing machine over there, we've got,
Now we got fridges
refrigerators
over there.
And,
And what else do we have?
if we walk over
So
there,
there are two doors.
Yeah, they're showing what they call smart doors. Okay, so these door locks are actually connected to your cell phone. Now if you look over here, now this door interface actually looks very like a Samsung Galaxy phone, right? So the problem with a lot of the electronic locks today is that people can actually track your fingerprints on the display, so they can guess your password.
So
Okay,
can
so,
you tell us a little bit
how do
about
we-
this door?
yeah.
How is it smart?
Sure.
How do we solve that problem?
This is our latest Samsung Smart Door Lock. You have 5 ways to open the door.
5 ways.
Yeah.
One, the first, find your smart hole and the smart door lock by W line. Then you can remote control the door anywhere, anytime.
So let's say if I'm working in my office and then my parents is visiting my house, so I can actually unlock the door in the office, right?
Yes, right. And the second, the fingerprint. That's fingerprint.
So by fingerprint, how do you ensure the safety? Because if someone copied my fingerprint, can they?
This is the semiconductor fingerprint authentication. So you can know it's fingerprint or fake.
So you said there are other ways to unlock it?
Yes, we have the third way, the password, and to ensure the security, we have 2-factor authentication by fingerprint and password. So this means you should fingerprint plus password to open the door. Also, you can, if your smartphone NFC, you can touch. Okay.
Oh, just touch my.
Oh, you need to have your phone.
Yes.
Can I try?
Sure.
Right. I can hear it unlock. Cool. So these are the
That's
major ways.
the keys.
Oh, that's the last one.
Okay, if all else fails, you always have your key ready. So our viewer Yuan Long has asked, what he described as a cheeky question. Does technology really help to make life better and smarter for all of us, or the only advantageously differentiated elite affluent ones? So a lot of adjectives here. So probably the question he's asking is this thing expensive?
No, not really.
Well, how
Not
much
really.
Is it?
So how much is it?
Its original price is above 4,000. Yes, but this time the promotion price is 3,500 around.
3,500. So guys, if you want a high-end lock at your home, the regular
They have a
regular
promotion right
locks
now.
also are quite expensive. 3,000. If you work at a white-collar job at any major cities in China, you probably save up to 2-3 months. You can buy one of these locks. And hey, it's Double 11 shopping festival is coming up. Probably have discounts all over the internet. So e-shopping is quite convenient now, and offer cheaper options. A lot of cheaper options online. So so I don't think many would consider this very, very super expensive. It's surely affordable for the majority of Chinese urban families here in China.
Okay.
So let's check out some other
Thank you
cool
so
stuff.
much.
Thank you very much.
So let's move on.
Right, if you look over there, okay, now Samsung is a big maker of display technology.
Sorry, there are many screens here.
Right.
What is that?
So this looks like a hard drive to me. So it's hot, but it's
it
not.
looks different.
Yeah,
So
it's not.
this is
It's
the
not
regular hard drive we
running
used to.
inside. Okay, it doesn't have a disk inside. It is what they call a. Okay, now this is a regular hard drive.
Uh-huh.
Now, and this is the hard drive they're showing off.
How is
Right, this is a connection from a lightning cable. It's supposed to be faster than regular USB. And also this hard drive, they say, can transmit data from about 2,800 megabytes per second. So that is
Wow,
very
that's
fast.
really fast.
So regular hard drive can transmit files at about 120 megabytes per second, but this is actually more than 10 times faster.
I want to try it here.
So if we come over here,
Okay.
now this is a movie at its local hard drive. Do we have? Go ahead. Okay, let's ask somebody
我
to
们想就是我看这边有2个硬盘，想试一下，
To
说
control
哪个
this
更
for
快，
us.
能演示一下吗？
So where is our new hard drive? If you drag your file to the latest hard drive, it's supposed to have no lag. Supposed to have zero transmission time almost.
This is our X5 new module. Transfer this one to X5. It's like this size is like 1 gigabit, right? Just 1 second. Finish.
So it's only just
Yeah.
less than 1 second.
1 second, yeah, just finish.
How about the regular one?
Regular one just price low.
Okay,
So we
so
can see
it is
this copy,
actually
paste.
15
it
seconds.
is actually loading. It takes about 15 seconds.
15 seconds, so
But
that's
with that
much
new hard,
faster.
but with that new hard drive, it's almost like dragging files locally within your computer.
Wow. Well, thank you. Thanks.
So I guess we as journalists probably need one of these.
Yes,
Makes our
we have
life easier.
so much footage to transfer.
Yeah. And
I
also
think
they're
that's-
showing,
yeah,
that's
pretty
I think
much
that's pretty much
Samsung.
all from the Samsung booth, Samsung Pavilion. We're actually moving across. We've got 53 companies displaying their products here. You can find all of the major big names from Sony, Panasonic, Samsung. All of these companies also have an established edge in consumer electronics. They're from Japan, they're from South Korea. We've also got European companies like Bosch, who also make very high-end home appliances because they're very big on manufacturing. We've also got GE from the USA. So as you can probably see right now, we've got a lot of people in the pavilion.
Really crowded here in this
yeah.
pavilion.
So interest from not only consumers, but also all sorts of purchasers, businesses. have expressed their great
Here
interest.
we are at Panasonic.
Yes, across the Samsung Pavilion is the Panasonic Pavilion. Now, if we look over here, now this is displayed most prominently in the Panasonic Pavilion. So this is supposed to be what they're most proud of. So if you look at it, it is a screen. It is very, very, very thin. And if you
And
look
here
in the
it says
front,
transparent, translucent
Yeah.
TV.
what it says is that it's a translucent OLED TV display. So this is actually an OLED TV. Now, there's been much talk about OLED replacing the more popular LCD screens that we have right now. OLED
Wow.
actually has a lot of advantages.
So if
it's
we can turn
thinner.
around the camera to
Now,
show
if
our
you look at the
audience,
screen right now, the display is
there's
turned
no
off,
image.
right? And we can see the things across the screen. So this is how thin the screen is, and there's no machineries or no mechanics
Yeah,
in
so
the
this,
back.
This is actually transparent.
You can actually see through the screen. So this is how thin that OLED screens can be. So OLED screen is being used in a lot of cell phones today. For example, the iPhone X, iPhone XS. However, the iPhone XR is using LCD display. What's advantageous about OLED is that OLED can actually bend, so you can have the curved edges from your iPhone XS. But the LCD screen is actually thicker because I don't want to get into the technical details. But OLED actually have the brighter color and then a thinner interface.
So can you tell us a little bit about this TV? Why do you make it this way?
这台电视机呢，它是一块透明有机电视机，然后它是用了 OLED 的屏，所以当它关闭的时候，就会变成一块普通的玻璃，然后跟家具完美的融合在一起。
但是为什么要把它做成这种透明的呢？它的
What
实
is
际
the
应用，
user scenario in
对，
of
它实
this
际应
TV?
用会应用成在哪些方面？
我们松下一直致力于高画质的开发，然后使我们的任何家具都跟生活空间完美的融合在一起，做成透明的，就可以跟我们自己想用的相册或者家居完美的融合在一起。这就是我们的目的。
So you can actually hand a picture behind the TV.
So this is
that
what's behind the TV, huh? So these things, when the TV is turned off, you can actually see it from the other side. So what's special about OLED technology? I'm going to get into the details here. OLED technology, you have green, blue, and red dots at any display, right? Either LCD or OLED. But what's special about OLED is that they have particles, red, green, and blue particles that can illuminate themselves. When LCD screen, you have to have like a thin layer of lighting in the back to light up these green, blue, red dots. But OLED, they have dots that can illuminate themselves, so they can make it very, very thin. They don't have to add an extra layer in it. That's what I read from three articles last night. I've done my homework, so this is evident that I prepare very, 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 very hard for these live streams.
Yeah, I can see. I can tell.
Okay. Okay. Panasonic is also a big maker of beauty products.
Cosmetic.
Okay, if you look over here, they've got a lot of beauty and health related products being displayed here.
So there are a lot of small appliances here. So we can see there's a mirror.
Okay, mirror on the wall. There's a lot of data in it. There are a lot of data on it. It actually scores your health. Right.
这一款呢是我们新上市的健康，这个是我们新上市的健康饮水机，就是它除了我们正常的马桶外的健康水洗抗污技术的智能感应外，它是这边不是还有2个健康扶手嘛？然后这一边的话，它配备尿液检测功能的，这一个的是尿检笔，这个是试纸装在尿检笔里面，我们就可以开始检测了。然后这一边的呢是我们的体脂检测功能，这2个电池加上这一个，我们就可以形成一个感应，可以检测我们的体脂数据。然后这一个的话是我们的指纹，指纹可以识别我们的个人身份，还可以做到我们以后数据的一个实时的更新。这2个数据检测完以后，它可以反馈在于我们的这一个模件上面。
So this actually monitors your health condition, and actually reflects on the macro mirror, so we can see all your figures on the mirror. 就我们是可以看到我们的所有数据的，是吗？
对，现在的话就是反馈于我们一个尿检报告的所有数据，各项数据值你可以看一下是不是标准正常的，不是的话它会显示一个红色异常。然后这下面的话是一个体脂报告，它可以显示我们的体型这一类是偏胖还是偏瘦的这样子。根据这两个报告检测出来的数据，它会给我们的健康进行一个评估跟评分，然后会给我们健康进行一个分析，给一些饮食或运动方面的这一类的建议这样子。
So this magic mirror actually has it can monitor and analyze your health condition here, and it has different reports on it. 它还有其他的，对，它是坐在马桶上智能的。
有，就是说，除了这一个，它现在也可以直接当成一面镜子使用，可以装在我们的洗手台，然后呢，还可以跟我们厨房的模镜相连。这边的数据它会反馈在厨房那边，会给一些就是说饮食方面的建议。
So it can also give you some suggestions.
It's like a comprehensive health
这
check.
边的话，它会有一些
You can talk to the mirror.
You can also play music apparently.
So it says 我要怎么跟它互动呢 ？Let me try to talk. 你好 ，Panna。放一首歌。It doesn't recognize my voice. 它这边没有反应。你好 ，Panna。放个音乐。So I guess it's because the Wi-Fi is not really good. There are so many people. Okay, the internet.
But anyway, you get the idea. It can play music. I mean, I don't know. It probably gives me panic attack every morning I look at it. I'm so unhealthy. Just play me some calming music to calm me down. Right? We've also got hair dryers, electronic toothbrushes, shavers.
Hair dryers, mirrors. So they have different sections here. We can see the lifestyle.
Yes.
There's the city lighting and Panasonic beauty section.
Yeah, beauty section.
What else are we?
Yeah, they've got air purifiers. This is a display. It's meant for a comparison. So this is actually a plate of vinegar. You can smell very strong vinegar within this booth. Okay,
This is
so
an air cleaner.
yeah, this machine is supposed to get rid of all the smells. I don't smell vinegar, but actually I smell a very strong
It smells like pool.
scent
right?
of fluorine. It's actually it smells like a swimming pool over there. Actually, it does a pretty decent job of getting off the vinegar smell in it. It's supposed to be used in businesses where you want to get rid of the smells that you don't want to have. So these are actually computers
Yeah, here we have laptops.
laptops,
pads,
computers
printers.
that are made to be durable. They really want to have this selling point. They want to have one of the most durable laptops there is. So it's supposed to be used in hazardous environments, like if you go to the South Pole, the North Pole, if you go to the Himalayas. It is supposed to be very reliable. If you can drop it to the ground. Can we drop it to the ground? Or
Yes, of course.
Oh my
So
god.
it will work.
Yes, still work.
It will still work after you
Yes.
drop it.
It's still working.
What else can we do with it? Can we spray water on it? Can we?
Yes, very well.
Can we show it? So it's waterproof.
这是防水还是说是完全是做到防水级别的？
它是可以户外淋雨，就是雨如果淋在上面，或者是
能泡在水里吗
用水枪去冲它，也是完全可以使用的。
OK， 也能泡在水里。
浸在水里目前不能。浸在水里就要达到 IP68的等级，然后我们现在是 IP65。
Okay. So this is actually not waterproof per se, but splash proof. You can spray water on it, and it will be fine. Actually, phones like Apple are actually also water resistant, right?
So here we are at Foxconn.
Okay, this is a booth from Foxconn, which is a very major manufacturer of everything from phones to tablets. They work for a lot of companies. They have factories in Guangdong province.
We can see there are three big screens here.
They're famous for making all of our iPhones, I guess.
What is this? Flying Eagle?
Right. We've also got Quincy over there. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi,
Nice meeting you. So what are we expecting from the Foxconn booth?
Sure. I mean, the smart future is the theme of the exhibition this year. So Foxconn is investing $10 billion in building the first ever TFT L3 fab in Wisconsin. And as part of that investment, we have partnered with the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation in bringing over 10 innovative companies from the Wisconsin and the US. So these companies are coming from a wide different industries. From advanced display technologies that you're looking to freshwater technologies to healthcare and advanced materials. Perhaps I can introduce you, Sherry, who is the brand director.
Hi.
For Flying Eagle.
Nice to meet you.
I am with Flying Eagle, and today we
it's
are.
this machine, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right here. Yes. What we're showing and Flying Eagle are concepts that you can use a display in the home that aren't related to TV. Kind of what we call un-TV. So other things that you can do. Displays besides just watching a movie. So this is an interactive fitness. So what if you can all of a sudden pretend that you're kayaking down a river, and then
I see there are other figures on the other two screens.
yeah, that was to kind of do your data, your biometrics.
Biometrics.
And over here we're demonstrating objects in front of a display. So what happens when you put flowers in front of a display? All of a sudden now you've got an even bigger garden.
So you can recognize.
Do we have sensors on the TV?
Yes, you can the display can recognize objects. So you put a guitar in front of a display and now it plays music. So how things in your home can interact with displays.
What if a person is standing?
That's right. It'll know who you are and then deliver an experience to you as well.
You want to try?
Oh, right now this is kind of a
demo version.
Demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, come this way.
Okay. What if the TV can recognize me and play my favorite shows whenever I come home? That'd be pretty neat.
Right here, because this is an 8K display, you can have family in another country and you can feel as though you're having dinner with them.
It's like a big party.
Yeah, and so you feel you're in the same room with them, even though they're across the world. Say you have friends in California, you're in Shanghai, and you want to have drinks together or a meal together. You can
really brings people together.
I can imagine a pretty strong user scenario in China. Every year spring festival.
Yeah.
If we can come home for that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
you can always use an 8K display to pretend you're home.
We don't need to travel so long.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Quincy can take you to the rest of the booth.
Thank you.
Okay.
The next stop.
Right. Let us see some other cool stuff from the Foxconn booth. So this is the Wisconsin factory cluster.
Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. A Sponge City initiative.
Wisconsin. Let me introduce you to Kevin Frost, who heads up the Water Council of Wisconsin. She'll be able to provide you with more details.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about this Sponge City?
Sure. So in Wisconsin, we have over 200 water technology companies. So the companies that are making the pumps and the valves and the meters and the pipes, and also the companies that are doing the engineering and the stormwater management that are really that have created a sponge city in Milwaukee. And so we created this model to showcase how Wisconsin companies are providing the expertise that could then be applied in China.
Right. What's the feature of this? Why do we call it first Sponge City in first place?
Sure.
Yeah.
So we called it Sponge City as a model because we knew that would be something that the Chinese market would recognize, because there's all of the Sponge City investment going on in the China market. So we, in Milwaukee, we're certainly concerned with addressing stormwater issues and capturing stormwater and being able to treat that and really looking at the one water. So right from the water source
So we can see there are little arrows here.
Yes.
For water
so
conservation.
we're really looking at, we take water from a freshwater source. Lake Michigan, it's one of the biggest freshwater sources on the planet. So to be a good steward, we're really treating, we're using green infrastructure practices, we're using smart agriculture practices to help reduce runoff from, pesticides or nutrients from fertilizers, and then be able to really capture the stormwater and treat it before it's returned to the lake, so that we're really looking at that whole cycle of responsible water management. And so, like I said, we kind of created this model to showcase how Wisconsin is kind of a thought leader and how they're demonstrating this water management practice.
And what do you expect to, as this project, to get out of the CIIE this year?
So we've found great opportunities to talk with companies, whether those be municipal leaders or other people that are looking for solutions in terms of, sponge cities, whether it be the whole concept or a single solution like sludge management or stormwater management. We have companies that work all in those different areas, so we can facilitate connections after the show. So we're looking forward to kind of keeping that dialogue going and be able to provide information that can be useful in this market.
Yes, indeed, a green development is a very big objective initiative in China for a lot of local governments and local municipalities. So supposed to have very bright application in China in the future.
Absolutely. Like I said, we're looking forward to continuing the conversation and seeing how Wisconsin thought leaders might be able to share some of those thoughts and best practices too.
Thank you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So should we look at something else then?
Yeah.
Over there, we've also got one of the most familiar to many Chinese people. Yeah, that is Sony. They make everything from TV and probably most popular, their mirrorless cameras. Okay, they've also got their 8K TV, so probably 8K is all the rage in CIIE. It's no longer 4K. Everybody's showing 8K TVs. The problem is we probably don't have that much 8K footage.
We don't have so many sources.
So, right?
They say if we just use the SD standard
definition
sources, and they can still show it better.
Yeah, they can still optimize regular high definition TV material. So let's go in the Sony pavilion and see what they can offer.
So we have lenses.
So right there, we're looking at something very expensive, right? This is a 400 millimeter f2.8 lens they're showing off. It's a G Master lens. It's supposed to, everything that's from G Master is expensive, I guess. Okay, these are their latest lineup of cameras. And also lenses. For their mirrorless camera. So Sony has a pretty big edge in the camera industry for their mirrorless camera. They make things from smaller cameras to really professional ones that a lot of sports and journalistic photographers are using today.
So we use a lot of Sony in our stuff.
We also use a lot of Sony cameras. But we've also used Panasonic cameras like the one we're using right now. So Japan, companies like these in Japan all have a pretty well-established edge in optical science and these home grade or either professional grade cameras and stuff. If you also look over there, Sony also make audio devices.
Audio devices. That's I think that's their latest Bluetooth speakers.
This is supposed to be their new product.
It's more like a light that you can put on a desk.
I can imagine this being in my living room. Provides pretty good ambient. Can we turn it on? Can we turn this on? 可以试一下吗？
哦，哪个可以？
那边啊，我们去看看那边那个。
So this one is already playing. We got listen.
面是它的这个被动振膜，来辅助你的低音单元发声的。
So the idea is probably mixing the light with home stereo.
最新的是吗？
对，最新的现在还在预售阶段，
还没有上市。
对，现在
计划什么时候上市？
计划现在预售期还没有一个明确说明。
It's not in the It's not in the market yet. Supposedly, you can buy them pretty soon, probably next year, I guess. And also, we've got something majorly cool over there.
Over here.
Let's check it out.
这个是什么？
这个是子弹时间。
什么
？Bullet time.
Okay, this is what Sony calls bullet time.
Cameras.
There are 80 RX0 digital cameras to control by one camera, and they photograph they photograph one object at the same time, and then we generate all around the panel, all around the panel like this.
So by taking a picture at the same time, this 80 RX0 cameras, you can mimic the special effects you see in movies, for example, The Matrix.
So can we take a picture?
Can we try it out now?
Can we try it?
我们可以试一下吗？
So there are 80 of them.
Xinmeng, do you want to try it out?
You want to try it?
Do you want to
How
try?
about we do it together?
Okay. Can we do it together?
Okay. 我们要做什么？ Do you know this little cameras? It's already on the market, right?
Well, what I know about it is that these cameras are expensive, to say the least.
Like how expensive?
What I remember, 4,000 yuan probably. 一个 RX0是现在是市场价是多少？4,000. Yes, I remembered correctly. 4,000 each piece. There are 80 RX10 cameras. This is their latest and the smallest size camera. And they all have 1-inch sensor to have a very optimized video capability.
He just told me he would give us a countdown.
Okay.
And then we can take a picture together.
Okay. Cool.
We're doing that.
We're supposed to throw something, right? If this is bullet time.
Is there anything we can throw?
我们是要扔点东西吗？
Oh, just take a picture. Okay.
Right.
So he's actually controlling the camera there.
Ah.
That's it.
That's it. Let's see what it comes out.
The photo
That's
over
what
there,
it shows.
right?
Let's see what it shows.
So we are taking photos with 80 different cameras at the same time, and then we can immerse them here.
This is time to generate.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How long does it take?
2 minutes.
A few minutes.
That's fast. So we can see it's encoding the frames now. Oh, it's ready. So that's what.
That is us.
Wow. That's a photo taken by 80 cameras.
That is very impressive.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much it.
That we should end on this high note right here.
Yeah.
It is pretty impressive. I am impressed by it. There are a lot more things to be impressed by at the Consumer Electronics and Home Appliance Pavilion at the CII.
So tomorrow we'll come back with another live streaming and with a different pavilion. So I hope we'll see you again tomorrow.
It's been great working with you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.